girls, it's me, Miss Jimmie Lu, coming to you today with another fun craft. So get your parents' permission, grab some coffee filters, and join me in a second for a really cool craft. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to teach you how to color some coffee filters, and we're going to make some really cool flowers today out of coffee filters. So make sure you have your mom and dad's permission. And you're also going to need some markers. And you can use any markers from school that you might have left or from your art sets. And you can use any color. Let's pick a really pretty color. There's a lot. Look at all the pretty colors in this pack. Let's use this pink. I bet this is going to be like a hot pink color. Let's give it a try. So what you want to do, boys and girls, is just take your marker and you can make designs. You can use more than one color, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. And just put some color on your coffee filter. You can use different colors. You know what? I want to put something down. I have a mat because since it's going through the filter onto my table, I don't want to make a mess. So you could put down newspaper or anything to keep from making a mess on your mom's table. So see how I'm just making like marks? I'm not coloring it all the way as, you know, but wait till you see it when we color it, when we're done coloring it, and we use the water to make it bleed. It is going to be really cool. So just put some all the way around. It doesn't have to be covered all the way. This is a fun project for rainy days because you can make them and then you can do some cool things with them, like give them to your mom, or you could decorate your room with them. Kind of make a garland, but I'm just going to show you how to make the flower today. Okay, so the next thing that I need besides my coffee filter and my markers is I need a little bit of water. So I have this pan that I use when I need to have water at my workstation. And I'm just going to fold the coffee filter a little bit and dip it into the water. And once it's dipped into the water, I'm going to squeeze it. I'm going to wring it out. Give it a good squeeze. And then when I open it back up, you're going to see what the colors look like, or what the color looks like. And then you have to put this someplace to dry. You can't work with it while it's wet. Hang on, I'm having a hard time pulling it apart. There we go. So look at how it made a nice soft pink color. So let me show you how like if I mix two colors together, what that looks like. So you want to lay it someplace to dry, someplace that it won't blow away. You could put it outside, but it might blow away if you put it outside. How about an orange and a blue? And I'm just going to show you how cool this will look. So you can just do one color on the inside and another color on the outside. You could do 3 colors if you want. You could do 4 colors. I'm not sure how they turn out when you do more than 3 colors though, because I only ever tried making 3 colors. So, and then I'm just going to put some blue around the outside. There we go. And this is a fun craft for any age. If you can use a pair of scissors, you can do this. If you can't use a pair of scissors, maybe you could ask a big brother or big sister for help, or your mom and dad. Maybe you stay with your grandma or grandpa, or an aunt and uncle. It doesn't matter. You guys can, if you need help, get a grown-up to help you. So, okay, so I have my 2 colors, and let's see how pretty this one's going to turn out. Like I said, I'm just going to fold it in half a little bit and dip it in there and then squeeze it out. Ooh, the blue is making my fingers messy. Some of the fun, the surprise, is opening it up and seeing how it looks. Ooh, this one looks pretty. And it is a little tricky to get the coffee filter apart when it's wet, so take your time. You know, don't do it in a hurry. So there we go. Look at that. When I lay that flat to dry, that orange is going to be really pretty. So let me just put this one over here. Wash off my hands. Okay. Now I did make some ahead of time because you have to wait for them to dry, and I didn't want to have to use something and wait for it to dry. So I have them all ready. Here we go. Look, I have some right here that are different colors. I did just yellow. Look at this one, how cool this one turned out using just 2 colors. It got kind of like patriotic. And here's a solid color. And then here's some that I just used the color the coffee filters already were. So I just flattened them out so that we could use them. But first I'm going to show you 2 different flowers. And so let's start with the first one. Spread your coffee filter out and kind of smooth it some so that you have a flat circle to work with. Okay? And then you just want to take your scissors and cut into the center. And then kind of like a pie. You want to take like a slice of pie, like on Thanksgiving. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to roll it. And that's all you got to do. Not real tight. If you make it too tight, you won't see the flower part of it. So a little loose. And I'll try to roll it here so that you can see it while it's rolling, because that's part of the fun, is seeing it when it's going together. So, and I'm starting to pinch a little bit down low to keep it all in place. There we go. Doesn't that look like a little rosebud? Now just take a pipe cleaner, which I took a pipe cleaner and I cut it in half. And then you want to wrap it around the bottom, just like this. Okay. And twist it. Once it's twisted, then you have your flower. Doesn't that look pretty? Let's do another one like this, because I get excited about these. And I'm going to show you what you can use. Boys and girls, if you don't have pipe cleaners, you can use a piece of string or a piece of twine or a piece of ribbon. You can use any of those things if you don't have a pipe cleaner. So I'm just going to use this piece of twine that I have here. So let's cut in, take our slice of pie, not too big a slice of pie now. Put this to the side, and then, like I said, start rolling it. Here we go. Rolling, rolling. This one might be my favorite so far. There, look at that. Doesn't that look pretty? Okay, so now instead of using the pipe cleaner, take your ribbon or your twine or your string. Even a piece of yarn will work, boys and girls. And then you're just going to tie a knot. And you might need to get a grown-up to help you with this. And that's okay, because it's okay to ask for help when you need it. Even grown-ups ask each other for help sometimes. Did you know that? Okay, so once I have it tied, I'm going to put it in a knot. So there we go. And there's our flower. And look, you could make a garland and hang these in your room if you wanted to. Or you could put them on a card that says "Miss You" and put it on your neighbor's porch. That would be cool. You could give them to your grandma, your grandpa, anybody that you want to cheer up. Okay, let's move on to our second flower that we're going to make now. And This one, you're going to start out by folding. So this one's a little harder to do, but I'm going to use 3 of the ones that are the same color as the coffee filter, and then I'm going to use 3 of these ones that I colored red. And this one got a little messy, but that's okay, because when you see what we do with them, it'll be okay. So fold your coffee filter in half, kind of like a taco, and then fold it in half again. Another time, and then once more. So you want it to look like an ice cream cone. In fact, we're going to cut the top off to make it look like an ice cream cone. So you use your scissors. If you need help with the scissors, ask a grown-up. Okay, I'm going to sit that to the side. Let's do these, fold these last 2, and then we're going to cut them all. So fold it like a taco. That's 1 fold. Here's 2, 3, and 4. So you're making 4 folds when you do this. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Now we just have to cut the tops off to make them look like ice cream cones. So you're using 6 coffee filters to make this flower, boys and girls. 6 coffee filters, and you need a whole pipe cleaner. And again, if you don't have a pipe cleaner, that's okay. You can use the ribbon or the twine, the other things that I told you. You can use any of those. Here we go. And 1 more. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to open these up, and look, it makes a cool, let me show you on this one because you'll see it better. There's a heart. These, when you open them up, the flower petals look like a bunch of hearts. Isn't that cool? Okay, so open them all up, and then we're going to use a little bit of glue, and you can use your school glue or a glue stick. I'm going to use my craft glue that I have here. I have a craft glue that I use for my special projects. And last one. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to glue these one on top of the other. So take your glue and a real little dab, a really little bit, boys and girls. You don't need half a bottle. You only need a little. Look, I only used a really little drop. I didn't use a whole lot. And then I'm going to alternate these with the colored one. And then I'm going to put the next one on top. That's the color that the coffee filters came. But I didn't put them to line them up exactly. Look, I kind of offset them, which means I put them a little different direction than the other one. Okay, and then I'm going to put one on. That's going to be a colored one. There we go. So I'm alternating. I'm putting one color and then another color. Looks like I might need to buy some more glue soon. And then my last flower, or my last petal, sorry, is going to be this one. And now what we're going to do, boys and girls, I'm going to flip it over so you can see the back side, is I'm going to pinch it in half, and then I'm going to pull the sides together. So I see how it kind of like an accordion almost. And then once I have that pinched, I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and I'm going to wrap it right around the outside of my flower. Just like that. Twist it. Okay, and now what we have to do
is we have to fluff it to make it look like a flower. So take your time so that you don't rip them, and start pulling the flower petals apart some. Whoops. There we go. And it's starting to look like a flower. There we go. Look at that. Doesn't that look like a pretty flower from your mom's garden? Or your grandma, or maybe your neighbor has a really pretty flower garden. That looks really pretty. Let me show you a few other ones that I made so you can get some ideas on different colors, okay? Because look, I dyed a whole bunch of coffee filters so that I could make a bunch of these flowers because they're my favorite to make. But look, remember how we made the little rosebuds in the beginning? Let me show you the other ones that I've made, boys and girls, because I used all different colors. I used some green and some purple ones. Look at how pretty. You could make a whole big bouquet for your mom. I bet she will love it. And then I made one out of just the plain coffee filters, like the second one we made. And I made one that has lots of colors. I just wanted to do something a little different, make something really colorful. And then here's the last one that I made. It got a little smushed in my basket. Which, if they get a little smushed, you just have to fluff them back up. But that one is all red ones. Isn't it pretty? I'm so glad that you joined me today. Thank you for stopping by. At the end of this video, there's some information about how you can find some more Bible lessons, and some music and some puppets, all on our YouTube channel. So thanks for joining me, and I hope that you have a great day. Remember, God loves you.